Holy flippin' moly, guys, we are finally doing it. I've seen so many comments recently, I've seen so many emails, people have been tweeting me constantly, they're like, Ando, we've seen one side of your room, we've seen the one where you do mail on Monday, but we want to see what's around, we want a flipping room tour. And I'm like, you know what, that'd require me going around my room, commentating, I think it'd be kind of boring. But then so many people have been requesting it, I thought, what the heck. Let's do an Unlisted Leaf gaming / room / setup / studio / this is what is in my bedroom. Let's take a look. So I guess we'll start from like the Mail on Monday setup and work our way this way around the room. So pretty much the Mail on Monday setup is right here, and I think it's pretty much what you guys see is what you guys get. We've got the massive Pikachu collection, including the Stalker Pikachus, which are one day indeed gonna kill me in my sleep. But then to the side we've got a bit of a shelving unit, which I don't really explain too often, it just sort of builds up over time. Top shelf here, we've got a whole bunch of different plush toys I've been given a Mail on Monday or have collected before. And then we've got the DSi console as well, which we did get sent in a #MMM. Below that, we've got a whole bunch of 3DS games I've been sent on a #MMM as well. Then we've got the globe where we keep all sort of stickers of where people send us mail from, which is pretty cool. It's been building up recently. And then we've got a X and Y Wild Blaze booster box in Japanese and a whole bunch of different like sort of, what are they called? Like pixel art dot thingies? And below that shelf once more is literally the most random shelf of all time. It's a whole bunch of different stuff. You guys can see what's there, and pretty much it's a combination of what people send in, a combination of like what I collected, and some pretty cool stuff I've just managed to collect and put on the shelf there. Then to the side of that, we've got the good old door. Now this, I don't know why, but everyone wants to know, Ando, why have you got a fire blanket in your room? Why have you got like a fire extinguisher, fire blanket and all that? Okay, one day Mum freaked out, she saw all the electronics in my room, she's like, Ando, what are you doing with this much electronics in your room? One day, the room's gonna blow up, and then what are you gonna do? You're just gonna watch the room burn down. Here you go. And she gave me like a fire blanket, fire extinguisher, and a whole bunch of different stuff. So since then, I've had that hanging on the door, and that's what it's there for. Haven't had to use it yet. Then of course, right next to the door is my streaming setup, which is right behind me. It's literally the most basic setup of all time, but it definitely gets the job done. And yeah, if I ever want to just quickly jump on and stream, I've got this bad boy here, and if I want to end a video, I've got this bad boy right here as well. So starting off with that monitor right there, we've got the BenQ 21.5-inch monitor. Gets the job done, your average monitor, it's nothing crazy, but you know what, the graphics aren't terrible, and it gets the job done for a monitor. Above that, we've got the HD Logitech Webcam. Again, that's the face cam for everything I do. Really good HD webcam I always use. Then that thing right there is a 32-inch Sony Bravia TV, I'm pretty sure. It's getting old now, but you know what? Once again, gets the job done. And I hook those ones up together, so then you get an ultimate display, and you can sort out your Twitch sort of stuff and your Twitter and all that. Then we got my Rode microphone, which is right there. It's in spiffy white. Ho, 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 ho. That's the only colour they had available. We got the white microphone connected to a boom arm, so we can adjust it to wherever I'm sitting down. Below the monitor though, we've got my Xbox One, which I haven't played in ages, but I've been playing a bunch of Star Wars when it came out, but recently, not so much. Then we literally have the world's cheapest keyboard, $5. I managed to pick that one up for, and then the mouse itself is like a gaming one. My brother's a really big PC user, so he just recommended all this stuff. I picked up the Logitech gaming mouse, but then the bad boy downstairs, the PC. So this is where things are absolutely #cray. This thing right here is a custom built monster. I'm pretty sure it's got 16 gigs of RAM, 2GB graphics card, latest i7, in the really sick snow white thermotank casing, which I love so much. I'm honestly not the most knowledgeable guy when it comes to like building PCs or like PC stats or whatever, but that's what my brother managed to build me, and I'm like, I'll take it. And yeah, I think simple enough, that's my streaming setup / editing setup. As we move it across though, we've got my door. Holy flippin' moly, Ando, you gotta show us what's behind the door. So, behind the door, this is a common question everyone wants to know. Ando, what are you doing behind the door? What's there? Okay, so it's a walk-in wardrobe, or it was. But the thing with my room, it's so tiny, I've got no room at all, but I'm used to it. I always had really small rooms like, when I grew up, so it's no big deal, but I sleep in my walk-in wardrobe to compromise space. So I've literally got all my clothes there, and then I've got my bed, which I sleep right next to it. No big deal. Up above that though, we've got my booster box collection, which I love so much. Everything stacked on top of each other. And then to the left of it, we've got all my tins, which is a pretty crazy tin collection. And yeah, nothing too crazy, but that's pretty much where I sleep and collect tins, booster boxes, and have my clothes in. Then next to the door here, we've got a 27-inch Imac Retina display, 4K resolution. It's a crazy awesome iMac. And there's just some things you need Apple computer for, so that's what I got that for. I think just a wide keyboard and magic mouse. gets the job done once again. And holy flippin' moly, the holy grail, the mother duck of the setup. It's the unboxing area. Okay, so many people always want to know, Ender, what's the deal with the posters? Like, what's the story there? Before I actually became a YouTuber, I worked as a video game retailer. I sold video games for a living, and all the time I used to always collect the posters. I used to find them really cool, the artwork was sick, and instead of going in the bin, I'd take them home. And by the end of like sort of my stint as a video game seller, I had the biggest collection of posters. What I did, I cut them all up, got the cool pictures, and just did a cool like collage and put it as the background. So getting next to that one is my shoe collection. Don't have too many shoes at the moment. I just got my Yeezy Boost 350s, which are amazing, and yes, the Yeezy Boost 350s, which are the new Kanye West sneakers, or the old ones by now. Then we've got my Jack Jones high tops, which I love so much, a really awesome alternative to Timberland shoes. And then we got my going out boots as well. All those boxes there? Yeah, that's fan mail that's waiting to be opened, I'm sorry. And then finally next to it we've got my pop vinyl collection, which isn't a collection. Everyone thinks I collect pop vinyls. I've only got 3, and there were 3 ones that were given to me in a subscription box, like Loot Crate, Aki Bento, and 1UP. But I think 2 of them are the Loot Crate exclusives, like the Back to the Future and Star Wars. Then we've got the really cool Attack on Titan, which is an Aki Bento box 1. Because the thing is with pop vinyls, if I ever bought just one pop vinyl, I would be buying every single, like I couldn't stop myself. I would buy one and be like, but it needs a friend. And then I'd buy another one and be like, yeah, but then I'd have 3 of them. And then, you know, the whole room be covered in pop vinyls. So I've never collected them. Maybe in the future if somehow I get sucked into that black hole. But that's definitely for the future. And without further ado, I'm pretty sure that like wraps up the entire room tour video. Nothing crazy. My room's a really small room, but I try to use as much space as possible. And hopefully you guys did enjoy it and found it somewhat interesting. Fingers crossed. Definitely comment in the comment section below. What is your favorite part of your room? Like, what's your most prized possession that you got? Super interested to read all those sorts of comments. But most of all, guys, what are you gonna do? Have a fantastic day. But most of all, you're gonna keep on gaming. Alright guys, I'll see you then.